Welcome to Living the Empowered Life. My name is Yvonne and this channel is all about bringing you content that's empowering, encouraging and inspiring. So if this is the type of content you need in your life, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified of any new uploads. And if you like the content, if you like the videos, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. So in today's video, it is just a book review of a book I recently read called The Power of Purpose by Richard J. Leader. I picked this book up in July this year. I paid about £2.75 for it on eBay. And how I came across this book is that I was reading another book, How to Create a Business with Impact, by a creative company called 99U. And one of the people in this book that was sharing their creative ideas named Richard J. Leader's book, The Power of Purpose, as a book that helped him to define his business. So that's why I bought it. So Richard J. Leader is a bit of an expert on the subject of purpose. Having found his own purpose after initially having a career as an army unit psychologist, he started to help people and coach people to help them find their purpose. And off the back of that, seeing that there was a need for this type of thing, he decided to build courses, workshops, and build a consultancy agency around helping people find their calling and purpose in life. So what is purpose? Richard shares in his book that purpose is that deepest dimension within us, our central core or our essence, where we have a profound sense of who we are, where we come from and where we are going. Purpose is the quality we choose to shape our lives around. Purpose is a source of energy and direction. Richard also says when it comes to purpose, is that it's those big life moments that jolt us into thinking why we are here, why we're doing the things that we do. He talks about some of those points being when somebody dies, you lose your job or something major happens in life. He also shares that purpose is never handed to us. It's usually a process and a journey of discovery, and that can come along from doing many different things. I can definitely testify to that. My journey to purpose and calling, to help empower people and to help people make positive life change didn't start out like that. I had a career doing many different things over the years. All little aspects of my career and the jobs that I had helped me to be able to get to where I am today. But it's through that process of employment and doing the things that I was doing then that I now understand my own purpose. Richard also shares to discover your purpose, you must discover how to live from the inside out, discover your gifts, discover what moves you, and to discover solitude. The power of purpose is to be able to make a positive contribution to the world. Rarely purpose is just solely about you. Purpose does start with you, but it also does empower and help other people as you go along. And that can be in whatever way that purpose has you called. Purpose helps us to create meaning for our lives, as he shares, to connect deeply with the creative spirit of life, to actively know and express our gifts, and to know our lives make a difference. Not only does he share powerful things to do with purpose and how the power of purpose can have an impact and influence on our lives and those around us, he also shares research around things to do with purpose as well. An interesting piece of research that he shares is when 60 US students in a US university were asked why they had attempted suicide, 85% said the reason had been that life seemed meaningless. More important, however, was that 93% of these students suffered from an apparent lack of purpose in their lives, but were socially active, achieving academically and on good terms with their family. So that was quite interesting to know. And I think that we see that played out in everyday life as well. When you read stories in the newspaper of people that do kill themselves, that have loads of money, the world at their feet, that have fame and all these different things, but yet there is something missing for them. What I also love about this book is that throughout the book, he has these little questionnaires for you to do to measure if you are living in your purpose or where you are on that journey to live in your purpose. I took one of the questionnaires, and I'm pleased to say for myself, I seem to be going on the right track. And if you're somebody that doesn't know what their purpose is or what you're supposed to be doing with your life, this book is definitely going to help you to give you a sense of what purpose entails and what purpose is. And as I said, these little questionnaires are actually quite helpful. As I'm at a stage where I know what my purpose is in life and I know my calling, it still did help me to understand that there is a process that people go through to know these things. This book covers everything to do with purpose purpose. It gives you insight into purpose, what purpose looks like in somebody's life, the questionnaires. It gives you research that has been done around it. It is a really, really thorough book. So what I loved about this book is that it has short chapters. And I think with a book like this, it is really helpful because it is one of those books that you can't just rush and read through. You have to sit down and reflect upon the information that is shared, especially if you're somebody that is looking to find out where you are going in life and you're reading a book to do with purpose. I found that having the short chapters was really helpful. It is a really thought-provoking book. It's one of those books that you would have to come back to again and read a second time because there is so much information in it that will really help you to change your life. Time is the most valuable commodity that we all have on this earth. Each of us wake up every day making plans, doing things and planning for tomorrow. But as God says, tomorrow is promised to nobody. As I was reading this book, I was just thinking about how many millions of people are spending time doing things that they do not love, who are in jobs that they hate, are doing things with no real meaning or purpose, and who are truly unhappy. And I think a book like this everybody should read because it really does get you thinking about living a life of value and living a life that is meaningful not only to you but to other people. Yes, we have to work and we have to do all those things, but that is not purpose. That is doing something out of duty and responsibility. And I think that it's really important that everybody finds their purpose. I'm really passionate about this because I'm somebody that found my purpose later on in life. And what I'm trying to do with Living the Empower Life is to help people in part to find their purpose and to make positive life changes so that they can live the life that they want. And there is this saying that I hear many people mention a lot about how much wasted talent and wealth is in the graveyard because a lot of people pass away without having discovered their purpose, haven't discovered how their life could have impacted somebody, and that is really sad. Life is too short for you to be doing something that you don't love or to be making an impact and adding valuably to people's lives. A lot of people will look at me sideways when I say to them that I'm here to make a long-lasting legacy because a lot of people think that is something that only great people do, but that is something each of us can do every day in our life. It could be in our families, it could be in our community, it could be amongst our neighbours. To leave a legacy doesn't mean you have to do worldwide, globe-changing things. It could just be about making an impact to those who are in your immediate circle. So would I recommend this book? I would definitely recommend this book. If you're somebody who wants to know how to live a life on purpose, maybe you are somebody that has been wondering, lately why you're here, why you're doing the things you do, is it making any sense? This type of book is perfect for you. If you're somebody who really wants to live an intentional life, a life of purpose, then check out this book. It covers the importance of solitude, taking time out to reflect and think without distractions. As I said, the questionnaires, all these different things he covers in this book. And also what I love about this book as well is not only is he sharing this information with you, he's also empowering you to empower other people, because at the back of this book, he has shared how to set up a support group to help people find their purpose. And I'm going to be doing something similar maybe next year to help people get on that track, because as I said, as part of Living the Empowered Life and my company Yumi Empowerment, it's all about empowering people to make positive life change. Part of positive life change is knowing your purpose and where you want to go in life and having intentional living. So I will definitely be doing that 4-week group at some point next year. Also, what I love about this book is that right at the back of the book, he also shares other books that you should check out for yourself. And that is something for me which is really great, because that means then I can now go and find these books for myself. If you want to think about your life, if you want to put your life on the right track, then do pick up this book, The Power of Purpose. I promise you won't be disappointed. I definitely will be reading this book again. If you have found your purpose in life, I would love to hear from you in the comments how you got to that stage. I love to hear from other people how they got on track to living the empowered life. I hope you enjoyed this book review. Check out this book and I will see you on the next video.